Welcome back to an episode of No Handouts Podcast with your boy G, the most toxic podcast on the internet. And today, I got a special guest with me.
Yeah, you already know.
You feel me? The big dog. You feel me? One of my favorite people in the world.
It's my brother right
You
here.
heard? Go ahead, man. If they don't know who you are, let them know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We on NHP podcast. My name is Bryan Alfred, and I'm here with my brother G, who should not be named.
You heard? What up, bro? How you been? How's everything?
I'm good, man. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? It's a new year. We're here. We're trying to start it right.
Yeah.
I'm just putting 2024 in the trash. 2025, we about to get this bag. You feel me?
Absolutely, bro. That's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Here I go. Super unprofessional. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, he got a phone call, people.
You know, it's the millions are calling. The millions.
The bag. Yo, I'm liking the new setup though. Like,
yeah, man. Like I said, we doing some different things. We working on some stuff, man. Like I said, we trying to up the production value. You know what I'm saying? We trying to do some different shit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel different.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, damn, man, we looking like we actually doing something now. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, this year's gonna come with a lot of big things, man. I'm not gonna get in depth, but we doing a lot of big things. You already know. I know you doing a lot of big things.
Hey, we working.
Hey, do you got anything for the people? Like, what's going on this year?
Yes, sir. We got Options and Paul Maserati. I just dropped 2 records on y'all right now. They dropped January 8th. They on all streaming platforms.
Hey, yo, 2 records. Y'all need to go like run those numbers up, stream it, listen to it. Amazing fucking artist. If you're not listening to him, you need to start.
Thank you.
So definitely. Appreciate you coming out, bro. Appreciate you coming out.
Hey, man, when G make the call, I'm in there.
All right, man. So I mean, since we've known each other for a long time, man. I kind of want to go over some stuff. I feel like we're gonna have a lot of similar opinions about stuff.
Sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? So the biggest thing right now, right, is this whole TikTok thing.
TikTok,
right?
banned.
So TikTok was banned for like 3 hours, 4 hours,
not even.
and then Trump brought it back.
I mean, in a sense, right? Nigga not even in office yet. He not even in office yet.
It's like as soon as you open it up, it's like, oh, thank you to the U.S. President Trump. Like it's right there in writing. Yeah,
I swear it was plotted.
Yeah,
it was plotted.
I think
Let's
so
think
too.
about it.
I think so too.
Because then what he gonna do is in the inauguration speech, he's gonna be like, you know, Americans, I brought back TikTok because I don't understand this whole banning thing. You know? Like I'm a businessman in China, you know.
China.
They opened up their doors to us, and I feel like we can work on something.
Which is fucking. Listen, I would say this right. This is fucking crazy. The fact that we had a president. And for for his 3-year term, bro, the whole time they were trying to get rid of TikTok. They didn't want TikTok.
The whole term.
The whole term. This man literally just got inaugurated, and he fixed the whole situation in less than a day.
In less than a day.
He fixed the whole thing.
Yeah. They don't even get food stamps in less than a day.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
they don't even cut your check in less than a day. Like, bro, one time I didn't punch in my hours, and it took a whole day.
Right. It's just like, oh man, we gotta go check. He's like, if Trump's on the case, you gonna get that shit right now.
I'm gonna call him now. I want my money.
I'm calling Trump, nigga. I need my shit right now.
Forget JG Wentworth. We call it Trump right now.
Oh man, you know what's funny? So do you wonder, like, do you have an idea of like why it is that they were trying to ban TikTok? Yeah. So what was it?
So
exactly?
My understanding it is right is that So this is my understanding, right? It's come from a lot of little different news sections.
I've heard a lot of different things too, but yeah.
So the official thing that I've heard was that the people that own TikTok own the data, and they kind of like were able to see a lot of information about U.S. citizens. There's some speculation that they were able to see GPS locations. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
So obviously, like, I don't know about y'all, but I think U.S. is some gangsters.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
As the natural gangsters they are, they was like, hold up, you got information on our people?
You're like, hold up.
You need to share that.
Hey, yo, run that shit back real quick.
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
So they was like, we ain't sharing shit.
Right. That's pretty much what they said. Yo, you know what's crazy, right? Is that people were like lining up to buy the shit. And I knew it was never going to get sold. Like, I'm like, oh, bro, like, they making too much money to sell this shit.
That. Nah.
And who was it, bro? The dude from Shark Tank. You know, he offered $20 million, and I'm like, bro, that's a low ball. Yeah, that's a low ball.
Come on,
like we talking. Listen,
they pay creators that.
Exactly.
They're paying creators that.
I would say, bro, it's one of those situations where they thought that he might flinch and he might be like, oh man, like I don't know, and it's like, bro, do you forget that that TikTok has a whole nother market.
No.
Like it's still big in the UK. It's still big all across the world. Like you think just because they lose, if they were to lose the American market, would that suck? Yes, but are they really done? No, they still gonna continue to do what they do. They've already got the name. They've got the brand. You're not gonna stop TikTok, bro.
I don't think it'll hurt them, but how quickly it was resolved.
Yeah.
It kind of it sparks my interest a little bit. Like, why are they so focused with America? And my thing is, there was another rumor. Again, these are just pure speculations. That nobody in China really has TikTok.
They don't, because it's a different app over there.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
so
called
like
Douyin or Douyin.
Why is it different?
Some shit like that. Well, I mean, I don't know. I think they marketed this app specifically for outside of the country.
Of course. And my thing is, as the gangsters we are, right?
Right.
We was trying to peep game, and we like, why is folk trying to see where we at, but we can't know what they're collecting. We can't see the data.
Right. It was like, yo, give me that fucking information.
And they were just like, yo, let me do that. So hold up. So we went from asking for the data to now we're co-owners.
Is that what the word is?
Because that's what I heard. I heard that America signed, like, Trump brought it back, something that we like own a part where we could get the data now.
And I think that's smart, you know what I'm saying? Because like at the end of the day, listen, bro, like the most valuable thing you can have as a country is information. So if you know a lot of shit about I mean, even in real life, right? Like you know something about your enemy.
Keep it a band.
You can get to him.
Yes. And that's why I feel like America, as true gangsters, they were like, hold up.
Y'all
know too much about us right now.
It was like,
we're exposed, because think about it. There's millions, I mean, I'll be close to saying even maybe 100 million people on this app. And America, I think, was probably like one of their pure consumers.
Yeah, that's what it was.
TikTok went around the nation, and it was just a fade. What is it I'm talking about?
A fade.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
For Gazi,
we've been sipping
for Gazi, some shit like that.
Like, every time I come here, he be popping bottles. I'm like, why you doing this?
I have to. Whenever my dog comes to the building, I gotta pop bottles. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I would say this, right? Yeah. So pretty much the president said, hey, what up, cuh? Like, I need that information pretty much, and ran up on it. Yeah, run that shit. You know what I mean? Like, they knew what time it was.
And China was like,
China don't want it with the U.S. They say, hey, whatever you say, Trump, we'll give it to you. You know what I'm saying?
They knew the office was changing. They were like, whatever you need.
Hey, yo, low key, what if this was like you said? What if there's a whole setup? I have in my mind. I think that it only lasted this long because Trump was like, listen, give them a hard time until I get back in office.
My thing is this, right? They waited to the last day.
Yeah.
It was literally banned. We all got the notifications.
That's what
we all got the window.
They had the inside man. They had the inside. Yes. Trump knew what was going to happen. He's like, these idiots think I'm going to let them take TikTok. So they knew what time it was.
I think Trump was like, let the people think that we can take it away from them.
Right. Let's scare them a little bit.
Show their power.
Let's scare. Or it was a way to show Trump's power. Now
think about it.
Now everybody goes, damn. Trump brought back TikTok. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying. Now, it's a propaganda.
Yeah.
Like literally, I saw a clip of a senator. He was like, it's like really concerning that they have all this data. It's a really big propaganda tool.
It is.
Now, granted, he started the comment or his statement by saying it's a breach of national security, and then he ended up talking about it's a propaganda tool. So, like, what is it? What do you guys want to buy into it for? You want to be able to manipulate our minds? Because that's what you guys were already doing.
Well, that's what they do with the information, right?
That's what they do with Facebook.
They take information. Well, in war, point blank period, when you invade a country, they say like one of the biggest things is spreading misinformation.
Yes.
Because when you spread misinformation, everybody's in shambles.
You
and it makes it easier, right? It's easier for you to control. It's easier for you to take something when they don't know what the fuck is going on. So like I said, it's a fucking trip, right?
It's going on, people.
It's a fucking power game, and you sitting there, right? We just sitting here like our studio, just like, damn, nigga, TikTok gone. And the president's just like, yo, these niggas might attack us.
They might get
These motherfuckers might be trying to drop nukes. God. Like, this shit is crazy, bro.
Like, we all woke. Matter of fact, I didn't even wake up. This happened. I believe I was at a social, and this happened last night. I think around 11:50.
Yeah.
Was when we tried to log into TikTok and we saw the whole square.
Yeah, the fucking death square, bro.
Yo, the band.
Yeah, that shit was worse than the red ring on the Xbox, bro.
Yo, red ring on the Xbox.
You remember that shit?
The burn this.
Yes, bro.
It's over.
It was like, yo, you got to throw out the Xbox,
yo,
bro.
Xbox like, finish him. Finish him. Nah,
bro, that
crazy,
was it.
man.
Once they seen that shit, it was over. People were in shambles. My shorty lost her fucking mind when TikTok went down. Bro, she was like, what the fuck am I going to do? I'm like, nigga, read a book. Watch a movie.
Live life.
Yeah, like, go outside. right, like, because I'm just like, I'm straight. If TikTok going, I'm gonna be okay. Like,
imagine if it was actually banned though.
If it was actually
people
banned,
would go crazy.
People would go crazy
because, and that's sad to think of our society that we live on a phone. We've been living on a phone.
That shit is wild, isn't
like,
it?
bro, like you can't even go to dinner. You can't even go to social events without there being people talking to you like this, like, oh yeah,
right, and that's the problem.
Nah, that's facts, bro.
That's the problem.
Nah, yeah, that's facts, bro. Blah blah.
You know what's the most fucked up part about it, bro? Is that now we're so quick to like turn shit away. That like long-term media and long-term stuff we don't even fucking care about no more.
There's no more long-term.
Right. So everything's got to be within the first like 7 seconds. You got to catch my attention. If not, I'm not watching it. I'm not, you know what I mean? Which is crazy because I remember when when this shit first started, this whole YouTube shit. Bro, we was watching videos that were like 30 minutes long. Right, 20 minutes long. We said that we was cool with it. You know what I mean? We would watch sketches on fucking YouTube that were like, 5-7 minutes long. Now, bro, like our attention span is literally 30 seconds and that's
30
it.
seconds.
And that's even on the long end. Because sometimes you look at a you look at a TikTok for 3 seconds and be like, yeah, that ain't for me. Boom. And then you go on to the next one.
And you scroll. Crazy. And that's why they have hooks. See, hooks and the captions now. Yeah. Like once they read the caption, they try to buy into it.
Yeah.
Like that's something that I'm learning with the team, and we're like incorporating with the reels and stuff. Like right now, we can't do any reels that are longer than 35 seconds. 40 seconds is the cut off. Yeah. Unless we're obviously doing like a
longer short video. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But I mean, again, like you said, like the short term, the shorter videos are really killing it right now, bro.
And the reason why they're killing it too, because number one, it's easier to consume, and they repeat. So like what happens is people keep going to the comments and it keeps playing. No, but what's crazy is, you know what I'm worried about, G?
What you got for me, bro?
I'm worried that we went from a society that likes home cooked meals to now we just like microwave.
I mean,
we don't have no patience.
It's crazy, isn't it? Like
we want it
back in the day, bro. Like home cooked meal was a thing, right? Like mom would cook your meals, like it would be good, nutritious. Now everybody's fucking eating Burger King and everybody's eating all this whole extra shit. And now your shorties don't even know how to cook. They're like, they be like, what you mean cook? Like, like,
what you mean cook? I placed an order.
Like put the chicken on the pan, motherfucker. Like what you mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, fry that shit up.
But even in a broader standpoint, right? I feel like I use that analogy just to base it off of the fact that everything's superficial now. Everything's just quick, right? Like, yeah. Like if you have a new friendship, new connection, they're not giving you something, right? You're done with it. Like home cooked meals take time to prepare, right?
For sure.
We gotta get the ingredients. We gotta cut it up. We gotta cook it. That takes time, and that's why I say we like microwave food now. And I'm not even talking about the food.
And you're talking about everything else, right? And that's why I want to ask you something, right? Because like you're in music, right? So a lot of times now, like music is consumed so fast, and it's like, bro, like you're here today and then you're gone tomorrow in a snap, right? Like we're not seeing a lot of like the artists like stay around for a long time anymore. Like if you don't have a banger or you don't have anything to hook them with,
there's no more superstars,
right? Or exactly, like even if you do have something to hook them with, like the next project, it's not even guaranteed that they're gonna come out to like support it.
It gotta be
because it might. And it's crazy. Like I was using this Lil Baby as kind of like an example, right? Like he had that album that was really good. Everybody was fucking with him, and then he kind of fell back for a little bit, and then now he's dropping the new album, the Wham joint, and people ain't fucking with it. Like it made its money, and I think it was more.
The label, bro.
Right. That's what I want to say. I think it was more the label making sure that he can't fail.
That's what I'm saying. Like
because but you know what I'm saying? Like just as an artist, tell me like how how do you navigate in this field of just like interest moving very quickly?
It's different. Like we went from being outside to like we outside. Like we in the jungle, right? Right. So like in terms of the whole Lil Baby situation, like his album dropped the same day, and the same day it dropped, two or three of his songs were on the top 5 Apple Music list. Right. And labels do that.
For sure. That's why we say like you got to give it a good week before you see who's really
like
if the song is still in the top after 2-3 weeks, then you're like, okay, that's a natural hit. But if not, you're like, okay, nah, that's all
it's
label.
Pushed. It's being pushed.
Yeah, that's all label push.
It's being pushed. And so like it's very difficult now. I want to say in terms of like you can't stay too long on a song.
For sure.
You can't stay too long on anything, really.
Right.
And the consistency that you have to deliver is like, it got to be almost daily.
Yeah.
And I try to tell people be like, like thank God, last year was a big year for me, and we got some really good consistency, and we built a following that I think it was the biggest building year ever, right? I want to say real quick, just some numbers, right? Like I started the year out with maybe like under 2,000 followers.
Right.
We're now at 5.
Fire.
And we're over like 2 million views on Instagram.
Fire.
Million on TikTok.
Fire.
And the thing is about
keep going.
That's what I'm saying.
Keep going. What's up?
I mean, like thank God Put It Down went viral.
Right.
And then we got a Grammy consideration for it. So shout out to Evan Ramos about
keep
that.
Doing what the
man.
fuck
I really
you doing,
appreciate
man.
that.
God damn.
Yes, but I think the only reason why it happened, G, is because I literally didn't stop.
Right.
And that's what the artists in today's day are facing. Like they cannot stop. There's no
you can't.
slowing down.
I was saying, I was like, bro, you can't pull a Kendrick.
Nah.
Like no one can.
Nah.
Like
the
only person is him.
Because he was on. Because he was already on back then. So he was able to do that back then.
He's low key. He's low key. Like what do they call? Like he's grandfathered in.
He's like the boogeyman.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, he's the boogeyman.
Come back. No, low key.
So no one else can do that. Like I said, like when it comes to like a J. Cole or Drake, they can do that. Anybody else, bro, you going for too long, like you're forgotten. Like it's
no
over.
offense, bro. Like these people that I'm about to mention, yo, like they were people that in my I was looking at them like, yo, they're the ones, right? Like let's say for an example, French Montana. Right? He had some hits.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he started chilling, having fun, right? And now he's trying to come back. I don't see none of his shit in the top.
Nah, I don't either.
Then Fabulous had a big run, and I don't mean to go way back. Like he was one of the
No, but we was around for that shit. So I mean,
we were growing up.
For sure. We grew up on Fab. You know
that's what I'm saying, right?
For sure.
So like Fab right now, he'll drop a freestyle. To me, it's hard, but it don't get
nobody
the
else wants to
virability.
listen. Yeah,
because it's dated.
Right.
And what's going on is I feel like the artists right now that are able to manipulate and change their sound and continuing to be relevant is who's sustaining. Right. Like, number one, I'm sorry to say it, bro. They're going to be mad at me. I don't care. You in the comments talking all that? Man, talk all that.
Yeah, talk all that shit.
Talk all that, all right? Drake has been the number one, to me, artist that has been able to change himself, refresh, renew.
Every time.
And people are mad. They say that, oh, every new artist, he hops on them. He don't hop on shit. Yo. He just strategically gets on the new wave. He see that the train is moving, and what is he gonna do? He gonna buy a ticket.
Yo, but here's the crazy shit about it, bro. Is that, and this is shit that gets me mad about when people say that, they act as if Drake brings no value to that situation. Like, oh, it's all the benefits is from Drake.
No.
So you talking about the artist who's trying to come up and build the name? Being on a song with somebody so big, bro, this has been since the beginning of time.
Yes.
That the bigger artists work with the smaller artists to build them up. But when he does it, is this, is that.
No credit.
And that's why, like I said, like it people pick and choose. They pick and choose. Like I said, like there was an argument the other day, right, where it was just like, oh, Drake is just a pop star. Okay, fine, he's just a pop star.
Okay.
Guess who won #1 pop star of the year? Kendrick. He's a fucking rapper. Now he's a pop star. And now everybody's excited. Everybody's throwing. And I'm like, bro,
you know why he's a pop star?
What the fuck?
The reason why he's a pop star because, and I'm really happy to be on here and talk about this. We're not gonna dive too much into.
Yeah, I know, because we always end up.
We've done a lot on all that.
Yeah, for sure.
The reason why he's a pop star is because he did not respond to the diss with another diss. He made a hit record.
Okay.
He made a hit record with Not Like Us. He made a bop. Right?
Yeah.
And people liked it. And I'm gonna be honest, the hook is catchy.
It's
the only reason why he won.
It's a catchy song.
Because Drake dropped actual bars. He dropped actual like diss records. But anyway, we ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah, but like I said, you know what it reminds me of, and this will be the last thought on it because I have some more music related stuff I want to talk to you about. It reminds me of like Jay and Nas, right? Before Nas dropped Illmatic, Jay was washing him.
Yeah.
Jay was absolutely giving him the beats, right?
Yep.
But then what happens? Nas drops Illmatic. All of a sudden,
and
he wins. And it's like, whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, it is what it is. It is what it is.
And that's why I feel like in life general, not just music, we're talking about business deals. We're talking about just things in general. Like, it's never about who does it first.
Right. It's all about who does it the best.
Who does it the best. And obviously, I'm very, I believe in timing. Right?
For sure.
I feel like, what if it was switched? What if Illmatic came out first?
Yeah.
And I really believe in that, bro. Because it's like Drake dropped Meet the Grams. This guy dropped a couple, right? And then they kept going, but then he dropped Not Like Us on top. Like he played an Audible.
Right.
And that was what made people go, oh my God, he's working heavy. Like, bro,
yeah,
we don't know how long he had those records ready. We don't know how long.
Again, like I said, it's one of those things where it's like we hadn't seen him in so long. He got so much.
That's another thing too.
West Coast is very different. Like I said,
They're
like they will die on that rock. Like
They're
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, shout out to them. That's how it should be anywhere. You know what I
like, you
mean?
should
But
definitely,
they will die on that rock for their guys.
You
For
should
sure,
definitely,
for
if
sure.
you represent, you represent.
Let's not go too crazy.
Anyways,
that,
apart from that, like just to finalize your question, you have to be in the race. You cannot take any time off. I feel like the reason why 2024 exploded so much for me, I did not take time off. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Paul Maserati.
Fucking working. Yes,
Shout out Paul Maserati.
Shout out to the Maserati.
Say it again. He was on my ass, and we just became a duo to not be reckoned with, and that's the reason why 2024 was very successful. I believe because of the fact that, you know, consistency. And to answer your question, all the artists that are really popping right now on the social media platform, because I do my research. Like a lot of people, I don't know what they do with their time, but I research other artists that have success so that, you know, I could mimic it and then throw in my own originality to it. So it can be authentic. Because obviously you're not going to reinvent the wheel, bro. The wheels are
you're not
done.
going to reinvent the wheel. But
for what?
You can make it better.
No, exactly. And that's the whole point of waiting.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like waiting in certain aspects is good. And for Nas, it was dope when he waited to drop Illmatic.
Right.
But in this time of day, you gotta drop. Like it has to be like Nike, just do it.
Yeah, you gotta be consistently giving them something to feed them. Which is crazy. So I want to talk to you about this, man. How do you feel about LiAngelo Ball and the Tweaker record, bro? Like that shit blew the fuck up, bro.
I think it's so like.
I'll be honest with you. Like when I first heard it, I'm just like, bro, like.
We're on NHP.
He made this shit. Yeah, we're
on NHP.
Yeah,
right?
I thought it was trash.
No handouts.
Yeah, I thought it was ass.
It was bullshit. Listen, he only had that record pop off. He only became famous. He only has the clout that he has because his father is very smart with marketing.
For sure.
I think the entire the whole family is very smart with that.
I think it's just the dad.
Nah, like
because you're right. Because if you see like the two other brothers who are in the NBA, they're real quiet. They don't. They're not involved in the media
because they're in the NBA.
You know what I mean?
They're good.
Well, you got to look at it too. Like with a lot of other guys who are in the NBA and they're talkers. Look at Jimmy Butler. He's always in the media. He's always on the bullshit.
But he backs it up on the court.
No, for sure, and that's fine. What I'm trying to say is that those guys, they're not the media gurus. It's the dad. The dad is the motherfucker who's like, listen, I'm gonna make you guys watch my boys. I'm gonna make you guys look at this shit. But I think what attributed to that song going crazy was the fact that he started fucking with the streamers, which is I think like I said, like I think rappers nowadays
that's the new wave.
They can't which gonna lead into our other topic, which I'm pretty sure you know about. But like I said, like you know the stream really got that fucking song popping to the point where he got signed by Def Jam. What is it? What is
He's signed by Def Jam?
So the record deal that he got is somewhere from $8 to $13 million he got paid.
Bro, he only got that because he's an ex-NBA player.
Right, for sure.
That's the only number
because
one.
He's, like I said, he's always had some clout to him. Right, he's always had some clout to him. You know what I mean? Well, but which is crazy. But yeah, basically they gave him the 8 to 13 million and. I'll be honest with you, the Tweaker record, it's okay. It's
Bro,
fun,
but
it's
so basic.
Yeah, and that's
it's
what I'm
basic.
saying. Like it looked like somebody did it in a fucking basement,
bro.
And that's why I say, bro, sometimes it's not about, like you said, sometimes it's about catching lightning in a bottle. It's not about being the great, right? Sometimes, bro, you catch one good one, bro.
That's it, yo.
And it's like it'll fucking elevate your career, bro. And like maybe you'll always be known for that one song, whatever the case is.
Oh well.
But it'll give you a fucking career, which is wild.
It's really wild, like to me, right? Like, cause I don't know who said this. I don't know. It was one of the lyricists. Don't get mad at me if I don't.
Nah, you good.
Somebody was like, I think it was Lil Baby, maybe.
Shout out to Lil Baby.
He was like, everybody that want to ball. Everybody that ball want to rap. Everybody that rap want to ball, and and ever since like I feel like the last couple of years.
I mean, even
Lillard,
Drake said something about that too. Yeah.
You know, he's doing music.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like I feel like right now, bro, if I got millions in my bank, bro, I'll be whoever I want to be.
And that's, bro,
I can be whoever I want to be.
I feel like it should be okay to do that shit. Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck. You know what's crazy?
Why is it wrong?
Why is it hard now for us to do the shit that people were doing back in the day? And I'll give you an example, right? Jamie Foxx, motherfucker, acts, sings, does comedy.
Everything.
Right.
Bro, you know,
Will Smith raps,
sings,
comedy, does acting,
everything.
and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But now it's like they put you in a box.
What about John Legend? He has an award in every academy.
You see what I'm saying?
I mean, I forgot what they call that. I think it's like EGOT or something like that. He has an award in everything. He has an Oscar.
They call it
Grammy,
EGOT?
something like that. He has like an
EGOT
award.
to he got. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
saying? He has an award in every academy.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, like, if you
Yeah.
got it, do it.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
For
I'm
sure.
telling you, like, his career wasn't really popping off. I don't think he was doing that good in terms of NBA.
Nah. Like
Like,
he was
ball
out of the
wasn't really-
league. It was over
That's
for
what I'm
him. It was
saying.
over. It
done.
was done.
So he was like, let me take this little bit of clout and momentum that I still have and drop this record
Which
that's
is
very
great.
basic.
That shit could have went two ways.
It could have went south. No,
It
people.
would.
I feel like if this was 5 years ago, people would have been like, yo, he watched it.
Right.
Bro, but now we are microwaving.
Hey, that's what I'm.
food.
Listen, we are like you said. We in the TikTok era.
Yes.
Because all it took was 10 minutes, 10 snippets of a song
That's
to
it.
blow that shit up, bro.
And it's because we're in a microwave consuming environment. People don't want well-seasoned artists. People, bro, like, dude, like, yo, I spend money on my records. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I ain't gonna say the number because I'm gonna get in trouble, but I spend money on each record.
Right.
And then you have people like this guy, like, forgot his fucking name, yo. He had like a TikTok, and then you have people, anyways.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
And
I
the
forgot
song
his
never
name.
dropped.
No,
it's
the
just
song,
a clip.
Like, yo,
Right?
the song dropped, but the quality was garbage.
I know what you're talking about.
It
I know what
blew
you're talking
my
about.
speakers.
I know what you're
but
talking
it was
about.
a TikTok hit.
I know what you're talking about.
know what I'm talking about.
Man, I can't remember the
I'ma look
fucking
him
song.
up. I'ma
That's
look
how
him
unmemorable the nigga is. That's crazy. That's
fucked up,
how
right?
unmemorable he is.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't even know his fucking
You know the
name,
song,
bro.
you don't know him.
Bro, and
Yeah.
then there was another one. Did you see it? There was another one on TikTok, right, where it's like, it goes, going crazy. And then, but they never dropped the fucking song.
Never,
Because it's like,
never.
the shit was trash.
That's
You know
it.
what I mean? But the
Yo.
snippet was cool.
Like 9 times out of 10, every TikTok song, the hook is fire.
Yeah.
Or that little clip that they use in the little bit of the music that they use in every clip is fire. But when, like, yo, I go listen to the whole song. That shit trash. And my thing, G, right, is like, it's like, bro, like, nowadays people are microwaving food. And I say that again because to me it's like an analogy, bro. It's not, in a sense, I'm not talking about food, bro.
Right,
I'm talking about the fact that
No, you're talking about just life in general.
Like,
yeah,
bro.
you're talking about everything we consume,
Like,
right?
Drake-
Because technically, right, media is we consume it like food, right? Fashion, we consume it like food, right? It's here today, going tomorrow. So I
It's
get what you're
easy,
saying.
man.
I get exactly what you're
it's
saying. But I get
microwavable
that. I
now.
get it, yeah.
Like, no offense, bro. Like, and bro, I got all high regards to Drake, right?
Yeah.
But let's say he wrote a record and recorded it, and then another dude recorded the same record and blew it up on TikTok first.
Right.
It didn't matter that Drake's record had higher quality
Right.
because it just doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, it is.
And that's another thing that I think artists have to understand. Like, again, to add on to that question you asked, like, you got to be quicker.
Yeah.
You got to be on your feet with the content.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you got to not care about quality. And that's hard for me.
Right.
Like, I come from an environment where, like, I was very criticized on not singing on note,
Right.
on not being on tune.
Right.
To now, it's like, oh, don't worry about it. We'll fix that shit.
Yeah, anybody with a half-ass whatever can just, you know what I mean? But you know what?
It's
I will
crazy.
say this, right? When you get to a certain level, I feel like skill does separate you.
Yes.
When you're at the highest level.
Longevity
Right.
wise.
When you finally get your peak and you're
Longevity.
killing it, like dudes like Bad Bunny, right? He can write music like nobody's fucking business, right?
Alma Photo is
Boom.
popping right now.
Like when you're talking about dudes like The Weeknd, right? Like, bro, the voice is amazing. You can never take that
Like-
away from him.
And that's the thing. Like, any song they'll drop, you're gonna, like, the bass is gonna be activated. Like, go back to that Bad Bunny thing. I kind of feel like he did some home cooked food for this album.
He did.
And I'll tell you why.
He did.
Everything he did was based on his culture. It was based on La Isla, like Puerto Rico.
Right, and just one second. For all you guys who are talking shit, because domestically in the U.S., he did not sell that much. You got to understand Bad Bunny is an international artist, okay?
He did not do it for us.
He's not an American artist. He's an international. So look at the international numbers and you're going to see what the guy really sold.
I mean, if we're talking about numbers, Baile Inolvidable
Yeah.
was number 1
Yeah.
like a couple of days after it dropped on the Spotify charts.
No, yeah, for sure. You know what it is, bro? It's because in America, what is it? Lil Baby actually outsold Bad Bunny. And a lot of people be like, yo, he outsold Bad Bunny.
Bro,
and it's like, bro.
Units, though.
And it's like, bro, you talking domestic, bro. Like, this dude is an international superstar. Do you get what I'm saying? That's almost like saying, like, Taylor Swift's American. I mean, even though she would probably kill domestically and you know what I mean? Yeah. But it's like her numbers around the world are absolutely insane.
That's what I'm saying. Like Bad Bunny right now, he did his album not for everybody. He did it for the people, for our people.
For the people of Puerto Rico. Hey, shout out to my people in Puerto Rico. Bunny, man. Hey, you guys who don't belong on our island, get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so just to kind of reel it back in a little bit, man. So with LiAngelo Ball, like I said, so you know he's they already booked him to perform in Rolling Loud. He's already booked to perform Rolling Loud.
Okay, hold on. You know what pisses me off? I'm gonna be honest, right? Because there's artists around the world working daily, grinding hard.
Right.
Pretty much, right? Like, they're in the gym every day.
Right. And you can say it. He fell into this shit.
He fell into this, bro.
Yeah, you can say it.
Yo, Papi lo ayudó. Like, he was like, yo, I got you. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to say is, bro, I get so upset when people like that get opportunities that people like me will cut their arm off for.
For sure.
Like, he got that opportunity probably, like, off of a text. Like, bro, do you want to do Rolling Loud?
Right.
Versus, like, if it was me or someone else in the vicinity of, like, in my level that's trying to, like, actually break through that seal.
Bro, does he even have a set that he can play at Rolling Loud?
Bro, he
got one song, bro.
He probably gonna do Tweaker for 25 minutes, yo.
Dead ass, bro. Like, oh, fucking repeat, bro. Because I don't see him putting together like a long enough set of any, like I said. But again,
what is he gonna do? Like invite other artists? Like he's gonna have Damian Lillard on there?
Yeah, maybe all the NBA players is gonna
come. Maybe. Yo, they should do. Yo, just for fun, they should do a whole 25-minute song.
That shit would be crazy, right? Imagine that shit, bro.
Bro, it'll help him blow. But again, how I feel towards that, and again, it's probably biased, right? Like, sorry for all the people that are probably commenting and like mad, like, oh, you're just saying that because you're an artist. Yeah, I am saying that because I'm an artist.
But that's
because
okay.
There's people like me that are busting their ass
right
to get these opportunities, and you don't understand. There's people in the middle that are like, yo, I got connects with Rolling Loud, 2,500, I got you. And then you pay for the ticket, you get there, and that guy was not even a real dude. And then you got people like this guy who dropped a track that was so fucking basic because it blew off because of a couple clips. They're like, yo, you want to do Rolling Loud? Bet, you're all set.
Which is wild to me, right? Because like you say that, and I always say too, like there are real artists out here in the world, bro, and like you said, they don't get the credit they deserve. So there are people like I've seen. I mean, we've seen it all on Instagram and stuff like that. We've seen people who bust their ass, you know, who can do like amazing portraits, art, whatever the case is, man. And they can't hold a candle to the following like maybe like an OnlyFans girls get, you know what I mean? And all she doing laying on her back, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, hey, shout out to all the sex workers. I ain't got nothing against, I got nothing against y'all. Do y'all thing, but it's just like, damn, like, why does the real talent not get no love no more? No love. Anyways, man, I want to talk to you about something else, bro. Kind of still in the music realm. Did you get a chance to see the whole situation that happened with Lil TJ 504 and when they went to that streamer's house? And basically the streamer goes, hey, man, like, you know, like the Airbnb is my Airbnb. I don't want nobody smoking here. So he asked him like 3-4 times. He's like, hey, can y'all please not smoke in my Airbnb? And they were kind of just like, who the fuck is this little nigga? You know what I mean? Now, he's obviously somebody in the streaming world. He's got a lot of followers. He does actually make music. And so basically, man, like after they left, because, you know, he's like, after a while, he's just like, all right, bro, y'all guys gotta go. If you're not gonna follow my rules, y'all gotta go. So they go on the internet and they just kind of talking shit. They just like, man, and then people are kind of backing them up. I think it was Asian Dog who was the only thing we really know Asian Doll for is because
who's Asian Doll?
She was King Von's girl. That was it. That's all we know. That's all we know her for. He was King Von's girl. That's all we know her for. Yeah. She ain't important, none of that. But basically, she made the comment and she was just like, if you're gonna invite rappers to your place, just know that they're gonna smoke.
Nah. Right. I don't agree with that.
All right, talk to me.
Right? Because I recorded with a 3-time Grammy Award winning, 5-time nominated. Like, this dude, he don't care who you are. You're not smoking. He has a back porch. He has a terrace.
Right.
Where you can go smoke.
Right.
Like, and his, like, the dude won Grammys with Mary J. Blige and all of them, right?
Right.
He do not allow people to smoke in his studio.
Right.
And a lot of rappers and all that, they like to smoke in the studio. You know, they like to get the creative vibes. And I get that.
That's fine.
I get that. I'm not against it.
Right.
But what I'm saying is,
me neither.
bro, if you're...
But respect the house.
Respectfully, bro.
Respect the house.
Respectfully, bro. You're on that streamer's crib for a reason. You're trying to get a bigger audience.
Right.
Let's keep it a band.
Right.
You need him more than he needs you right now.
Which is crazy.
Isn't that crazy how they got that flip, bro?
It's crazy.
Now.
That shit is crazy.
Yo,
that shit is crazy. But
let's
you're
look
right.
at the timeline. Let's look at the
timeline,
timeline, right?
The streamers.
It used to be the radio station.
Yep.
Then it used to be platforms like 106 in Park. Now streamers.
Yep.
Bro, why you think they had Kevin Hart there for like a whole 48 hours?
You seen that shit over there with Kai Kent, right?
Yeah. Kai Kent. Like, bro, like I feel like streamers are the new moguls. They're the new pushers, bro.
I would say God bless those dudes, bro, because I'll be honest with you, like if you're gonna be a streamer, that's a lot of time.
That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of time you gotta invest to just be.
But it's very lucrative, though. It's very lucrative because when
you get up there, for sure.
When you
get
up
there,
money
when you get up there,
per interaction, you're making money per subscriber.
So I've heard that some of
like
the
on Twitch,
I've heard some of the deals, right, and I've heard of smaller guys who those not smaller guys, but smaller creators,
lower levels,
smaller creators are just like that. They were actually paid per hour.
That's cool.
You know what I mean? So they were just like, you know, and they were like, okay, this is basically like, this is the amount that we're gonna give you, and you need to stream at least this many hours a month in order for us to get the contract.
But how do they
going.
get that?
So I mean, whether it's Twitch, whether it's Rumble, what they do is they sign up a contract and they just like, this is what we're gonna pay you. This is the amount of hours that you like, the lowest amount of hours, the minimum required that you need to stream.
Yeah,
and they get the money and they have to make sure that they stream those hours. But obviously, obviously, when you're up there and you're really making the moves and you're really making money, you're trying to stream as much as you can.
Exactly.
You're trying to go for as long as you can. That's why Kai does the whole like
24 hours.
God bless that man,
bro. But
God bless him, because I couldn't do that.
I couldn't do that either. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, listen. Full disclosure, I'm a snorer, people. So like, if I fall asleep on a stream, I'm gonna be roncando hasta la mañana. You know what I'm saying? Like,
fuck it.
Like low key in the middle of a stream at like 2 a.m. You gonna hear a little. Like real quick, I'm not playing. I can't do 24 hours.
I couldn't either, bro.
I'll be like, listen, I'm gonna come back in 12 hours.
Yeah, I'll see you in a bit.
I'll see you in a bit. You keep it going though.
So just to reel it back, man, I would say, man, because you know we're talking about the whole 504 and TJ thing. I would say this, bro. Like you said, there needs to be a certain level of respect. I don't care who you are.
No.
And I don't care if you Jesus and you just performed a miracle in my living room. If I tell you ain't smoking in my house, bro, you're not smoking in my house. It's all about respect at the end of the day, right? And I always say like this, people are just like, oh, but they're rappers. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if they're rapping. If I go to his house, if I went to a rapper's house and I decided, yeah, bro, like I'm gonna
bag up some work here.
Yeah, I'm gonna bag up some work, or yo, like I'm gonna clip my nails and leave the nail clippings on the floor. He's gonna feel some type,
like,
right?
What the fuck?
Right. Now it might even get physical and violent, right?
But what pisses me off is like it should be reciprocated. Because if it was the other way around, right? If that streamer was invited to their studio,
exactly,
then he'd be like, all right, smoke, whatever. I don't care.
Right.
I can't say nothing. But we're in my setting, my location, like this is your studio, right?
Right.
Whoever comes in here on the pod,
they gotta respect my fucking.
They gotta respect the rules. They can't come up in here smoking a blunt.
Right. Which I'm 420 friendly, people. But you know what I mean. At the end of the day,
YouTube,
right? But that's not the point of it. The point, like you said, this is my space. You know, what I allow is what I allow, and what I don't allow is what I don't allow.
And that's what happened. And you know, TJ and Fabio Foreign, they gotta listen. They gotta listen to what the guy's saying, man. They gotta just take it for respect. Like, they can't be mad. They gotta take it like a grain of salt. Like, listen, I'm here to get this bag. I'm here to get this exposure. Okay, he don't want me smoking. What's a couple hours?
You saw Fabio recorded this.
He dissed the guy?
He dissed the guy. And then the streamer,
I know he's happy.
I think was probably like he was probably the smartest thing he ever did, or like the coolest thing he ever did was like he didn't get mad. He wasn't upset. He played it. He was like good shit. Right. He said good shit, right? So still giving him exposure, but still giving exposure to the situation, still building up the situation. And then he dropped the verse on it, which was crazy.
The streamer.
I'm telling you, bro. So it's fucking crazy. These dudes are fucking nuts, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, let's see what else we got on the docket for today, bro. So I don't know if you were around for when we were talking about a little bit about I can't remember what her name was, man. But the shorty who she had sex with like 100 dudes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Bonnie Blue, right? So
In a
Bonnie
day.
Blue, right?
In a
She had,
day.
and she said she was gonna go for 1,000.
Did she?
She went for 1,000. She did that shit in 12 hours.
But who's confirming this? Let's be honest.
I don't know.
Like, is there someone there watching each penetration happen? Like,
somebody got to be in
like, bro,
the penetration coach got to be like, okay, that counts. Or
but
like the nigga they sent from the World Guinness Book of World Records got to be in there like, okay, cool, it's good, it's good, it's good,
it's clear.
Yeah, somebody, yeah, you know what I mean? Because if they just doing that shit and there's no like confirming
it, like, come on now.
I would say this, bro, is crazy.
Is she being safe? Like,
I would hope so, man. Like I said, this shit is wild to me because it's just like, that's not a flex to me, bro.
That's not a flex to me either.
To me, it's just like, oh, I had sex with 1,000 guys. Like, that's not a flex, bro.
Like, when I have kids, I don't want them looking at
right,
that.
like, that's disgusting. Like, you know what I mean? Listen, again, shout out to all the sex workers. I have nothing against you, but this isn't even like, this is just disgusting. Now, this is just the shit that like I can't.
Is she a sex worker though?
She is. She's on OnlyFans and shit like that. Like, that's a thing. Like I said, and that's not a problem. Like, if you're doing what you got to do for the money,
it's not.
I'm not gonna hate on nobody. I'm not gonna be like, I shouldn't. Listen, at the end of the day, everybody makes their own decisions.
Everybody do what they want,
right? But like, it's to a point where it's like, yo, certain things are like, this shit is nasty.
Like, bro, like hablando claro. Esa ya está usada.
Bro, who goes into that situation just like, oh, my baby's so beautiful. She just had 1,000 dicks in her vagina. Like, who does that, bro?
Nobody.
Like, who's wifing that?
Who's secure enough to wife that?
Bro, throwing a hot dog in a hallway. That's what it's gonna be like, bro. Yeah.
Yo, bro, you gonna be in there like, baby, I'm cutting it up. Yo, she gonna sit there, be doing her taxes, making a sandwich. Like, yo, you done yet?
Dead ass, bro.
Though? I ain't even feel you go in and out,
bro.
Let me know when you done.
Exactly. She don't need a purse.
Like, bro,
the coochie carries all this shit, wallet, phone,
shit
keys.
looking like the wall of China.
Nigga, right, bro. That's what I'm saying.
It's a long list. But my thing is this, bro. She had a whole traumatic experience after she did the 100 people in a day. She was like feeling some type and then went for 1,000. I don't believe it. I call cap. I mean,
it could be, again, like you said, like it could be. I'm not saying
if
that
there's nobody there. If there's nobody there validating this, like if there's not someone there for the whole 12 hours, if they didn't go stream, like, okay, you can't really stream that, I guess. Yeah. But like, if you didn't go live and be like, yo, I just had number 42, like, bro, I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Yeah, this shit is crazy, man. Like I said, I don't. Like I said, the twinkle in her eye is gone, bro. She's not even a person no more. Like, could you imagine just like, and you can't tell me that every 1,000 of those guys were like some handsome ass guy that she would like, you know what I mean? Like, there had to be some weirdos,
come on, man,
some hobos in there, like, you know what I mean?
Some
like
DM requests.
They went downstairs.
It was some DM requests.
They went downstairs to the pizza shop. Hey, y'all niggas want to fuck? Like,
yo, we looking for niggas. Yo,
you throw the fucking dough in the back. You want some of this? Like,
you one-legged man, you got this. You can do it,
bro. It had to be. They walked into a Burger King. The nigga was cleaning the bathroom. Yo, you want in?
You down?
Yeah, you want in? Like
where was the job call for this? Like what was the Indeed post?
Ain't no way you screening 1,000 motherfuckers.
No facts. You know background.
Right. It's a serial killer, bitch. Like,
Jeffrey Dahmer was in it. Yo, the last guy was like, "Can I take a picture of you?"
Right.
She's like, "Motherfucker, leave!" Like no.
You know how awkward that shit must be, bro. And she probably on her phone, fucking playing Candy Crush, and these niggas just sitting there like,
just like, "Are you done?" Like, let me know when you finish. Like, yo, damn. What's her name again?
Bonnie Blue, bro. Bonnie Blue is.
Hey, at least one thing you know she's not doing. She ain't giving them that blue balls.
You ain't lying about that, man. No blue balls in her vicinity.
No.
You good? You straight?
You need me to empty that? Hey. You carrying a heavier load. You need me to empty that?
Shit, bro. Yeah, man. I want to ask you about this, bro.
That's crazy.
And this falls more into like the relationship thing, right? So we're kind of on there. Man, so this kind of popular podcaster, right? He had a moment and he said that a woman doesn't respect you if she's not willing to give you everything that's in her account.
What? No. All right,
how do you determine the loyalty and like all that good stuff? Like, how do you know you got a solid one?
I feel like the way you know you have a solid one is based on characteristics. If you got a female that like, all right, let's be honest, right? This is just me speaking from experience, right?
Go for it.
Like when I go out, right?
Yep.
And I see all these people looking at shorty.
Yep.
Right? I feel like another man would be insecure. Me, I get hype.
Okay.
I'm like, damn. I'm with somebody that's that bad. Like, damn. Like, she look good to me, but she look good to all y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm hype. I'm hype. There's no insecurities or whatever. But yeah, like, I feel like based on how she move is how you should judge her. And I think characteristics plays a big role. Like you could be a woman that garners a lot of attention, but what do you do with it? Like, do you react to it? And if you don't, I think that's sexy. Right. Like, I think it's very attractive, a female that knows she has it and has the attention, but doesn't act on every opportunity.
Right. Because at the end of the day, like, that's really what separates them from everybody else, right? Yeah, that's what separates. Is like, okay, that's cool. Solid. Like, yeah, okay, maybe, you know what I mean? You can go out there and get you a millionaire. Maybe you can get whatever the fuck you want, right? But the fact that you hold it down for me, and I know you do,
I respect
that's what's sexy. That's why I'm like, yo, that's where I'm like, bro, I'll give you the ring, the house, the car, the yard, and then whatever you want. You know what I'm saying?
But you see that, right? And that's why I think this answers your question. I don't think that dude should be worried about her bank account.
Nah.
And the reason why, maybe this is old school mentality or what, but like when I go out, I pay the bill.
Right.
Like when there's trouble, I pay the tab.
Right.
And I don't pay that to flex, right? I don't pay that.
And it shouldn't be.
I don't pay that as a flex. I don't pay that to think like, yeah, I got it like that, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not that. It's just the fact that like I don't feel like if I wanna like if we going out to dinner, I invite you out, I'm gonna pay.
Yeah.
Right? If I'm going through some stuff, I'm gonna figure it out. I ain't gonna sit there and worry about what's in my girl's account.
Right. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. If you're going out with somebody and you guys going on a date and you pay the bill, that's fine. Where I think where I think it got fucked up?
Where?
I think it got fucked up because we had a bunch of losers who were going out on dates with girls that they knew they had no reason going on dates with.
Or money.
And they were getting fucking played when the bill would come and these girls would be like, all right, cool, take me home, and never hit them back. And they would feel some type. But it's like, bro, you put yourself in that situation.
Yeah, yo. And again, though, like, just don't hit her up. Like, go with somebody else. Like, bro, no offense.
But you know how it is, man. These dudes, listen, it's one of those things where I feel like guys want to punch up more than they should. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like a beautiful woman is a beautiful woman. I get that. But I don't feel like that should be the determining factor.
No, because dating's an investment. Like, you need to set the standard.
For sure.
Like, the first date should be maybe a casual coffee shop where y'all having a conversation.
I like that.
Like, I don't think it should be a 5-star restaurant. I don't know who this bitch is. No offense.
I like that.
And I only say bitches because, like Cat Williams
said. Like, because I don't know you individually.
I don't know your name individually. Like, don't get mad at me. Because I sell music to women. I'll call y'all women now. Anyways, like, for an example, right?
Yeah.
My first date that I went on with someone that I think was like really caliber standard. We went to a bar, but we didn't go to like a trashy bar. We went to a bar like they had like lounges. We were able to sit down and talk.
Yeah, like it's cool. Yeah,
we both had about maybe 2 drinks. Nothing crazy because we didn't want to get drunk. We wanted to talk. We wanted to conversate.
Fire.
And I wanted to see what she was about. She wanted to see what I was about.
Fire.
And I think that's what a first date should be. Like, I don't understand why people are like, yo, let me take you to Capitol Grill.
Let me take you Spending $1,000 on you on the first date.
If you're not from Connecticut, we from Hartford, right? Capitol Grill's is nice, bougie ass, $100 plate spot.
Listen, like you said, at the end of the day, like if you're doing all that for somebody that you ain't even sure about, bro,
you don't even know
that's when you fucked up.
And that's why I say dating's an investment, right? And when you invest, you don't go all in. No, right? You tiptoe around. You tiptoe around it. You know what I'm saying? You tiptoe around it. So like for me, I really agree with the fact that you shouldn't be putting all your eggs in one basket. Yeah, sure, that's okay. But like if you intentional with your dating, then shorty should be okay with just like going for a casual walk and talking. Shorty should be okay with a coffee date. Shorty should be okay with like, yo, let's just pull up and talk. Cause I don't know you.
Right.
Why am I gonna sit here and be like, hey, yo, listen, I think you look good as fuck. You want to go to Turks and Caicos?
Right. I mean, again,
and
that's
the assumption that she about to give you some. You know what I'm saying?
These dudes are playing the game.
They crazy.
It's like, bro, that's a rich man flex, bro.
But again,
that's a rich man flex.
Again,
bro.
I don't think any guy should be concerned about what's in a girl's bank account. Now, mind you, let's do the flip side. If we in a relationship, right? I don't need to know what's in your bank account, but I need to know that you have some savings. I need to know that you have some plans, some things in place that like if we God forbid, there's some stuff
and
going on.
you know what? More than that, bro, I feel like
it's different.
It's one of those situations where it's like I don't need to know what's in your bank account. The only thing I need to know that is if I'm rocking with you and you rocking with me, at a drop of a hat, if I'm like, yo, I'm fucked up, I need it,
then you got me.
You got me,
and I got you.
Exactly.
That's it. I don't need to know figures.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, listen, right now I'm tight. This and that and the third. I could pay you in a couple of days. Blah blah blah.
Right.
You should be able to step up to the plate and be like, I got you.
Right.
Like, I don't need to know what's in your bank account.
Right.
Like, I don't need a figure. Right. I just need to know that you are saving.
Absolutely.
Right. I don't know, man. Maybe that's the banker in me.
Nah, you're good. Like I said, bro, I'm with you 150%, bro.
Like, I feel like if we're in a relationship, finance is something that should be talked about very early on.
You're right, because like you said, relationships and marriage, bro, that's all really a business decision.
Like,
you know what I mean?
We don't have to talk FICO scores, right?
Yeah,
like,
we don't got to, but we got to know, like, listen, what's up?
But we got to know, like, are you struggling?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like the moment we get married, I need to know all that shit.
Yeah,
I do need to know all that shit. The moment we get married, I need to know I need to know FICO scores. I need to know all this shit because it's like, nigga, we connected. You know what I mean?
It's different. Like, you're mine, I'm yours.
You know what I'm saying? If you owe some shit, I owe some shit.
Like, they coming after me.
If they can't get it from you, they gonna get it from me. So I need to know. Fuck that, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
Hey, bro, I want to ask you about this one. Like I said, we're both huge Drake fans, man. So it comes a time we have to talk about it. Drake has officially went forward with the lawsuit versus UMG, right? Universal Music Group. How do you feel about that, bro?
All right, so being real, right? I feel like a lot of things. This is a touchy subject. The reason why I don't think he was being over dramatic by doing this is, okay, let's say in a perfect world, there were two Drakes.
Right.
And instead of Kendrick dissing Drake, it was Drake versus Drake. I feel like in that standpoint, right, because they're both dropping at the same time. They're both dropping consistently. They're both in the game, working. I don't think it'll be an issue. But, bro, Kendrick came out of like how long of a drought? And then the renegotiation of Drake's contract with the streaming services was coming due. Right. And what they did was they tried to bury the man.
Right. Now, I do believe that the label did have something to do with that.
I'm not trying to
right, and
be
not trying to
Drake fan,
not trying to take sides.
I'm
it's
trying
just
to be honest by what I'm seeing. Right.
Yeah.
Drake felt personally attacked. Right. And he said, I think specifically his suit is just about the defamation of his persona, like the pedophile stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
And like and I really feel like it's being blown out of proportion, right? Because people are like, oh, he said go bar for bar, not sue. Bro, he's not suing Kendrick. He's suing suing his own record label.
No, you're right, but at the end of the day, it's connected to it.
No, it's connected. Granted, I get it's gonna be connected because
that's why it looks bad.
And that's why it looks bad. Yeah. Great, right? But like, I really do agree with the fact that Drake is feeling like, yo, I went from Cash Money, I signed to you directly.
Yep.
I am your artist.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this to me?
Right. No, at the end of the day, right, you're supposed to be protecting.
And then UMG posted a publication and they were like, oh, we wouldn't want to do that with Drake's career, with the longevity of our relationship with him. That would be,
and it doesn't make sense.
That would be contradicting.
Right.
But we are not going to allow an artist to censor another artist's freedom of speech. You see how they're kind of flip-flopping there?
Right.
Like, granted, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. We don't know everything about that. But
we don't, right? Because we've heard a lot of things about like Drake really getting in there and like he's really vibing to try to get a spot on the what's it called, on the board and all that stuff. Like, so there's a lot of stuff that's going on behind the scenes. But I would say personally, man, I get why Drake did it. I would just caution him and say, bro, we're in a time where maybe you wait to do this a little later.
I feel like he should have done it later. He should have done it less publicly.
For sure. You know what I mean? And again, it's hard for anything to be not public because the world is watching you. Bro, the 2024, bro, at least for, whatever time they were beefing, was all about them beefing.
Yeah, and then
that's all it was, bro.
Kendrick's going to get a notification of the suit because it's his song.
And he's going to put that out to his PR team.
He's going to use it.
His PR team's going to use it
to use it.
So I
because
felt
they're trying to destroy Drake. No
and
offense.
they are trying to. Like I again,
Like,
I don't think it's
great people.
I would just say, man, a lot of Drake is going through a lot right now, man, and I think right now is the time for him to say, you know what,
Drop it.
I need to take a step back.
And my thing
is, take a step back.
My thing is, right, I feel like what he should just do is just continue to drop good music.
And that's it. Just drop the music. Just drop the music and stay out of the conversation.
Or, you know what though? Like, I think this might be a revelation because from what I see, I think he's one of the heavy hitters in the game, and he has a lot of ranks in terms of catalog. Now, there's a speculation that Drake has been trying to buy his masters for a couple years now.
Right.
Now, okay. So, like, if I was trying to buy my masters,
yeah,
and I was trying to renegotiate my bag with Apple to be bigger,
right,
what would be the thing that I don't want to happen? A defamation attack, right? Where they're attacking my character.
You don't want to be devalued in a battle, right? You don't want pretty much the internet to turn against you, right? Because now that fucks up your marketability. Now it's all of a sudden it's just like, okay, can you now? You know what I mean? Yeah. And even if you saw like when he dropped the 100 gigs, you see what I'm saying? Like they didn't do as well. You know what I mean? And that's why. It's because it's going through the whole thing. Even though they're still doing amazing. Yeah. The songs are still doing fucking numbers. I mean, but the problem is that right now and I always say this too, like everybody's like, oh man, like they guys both benefited to an extent. To an extent.
Because I don't think Drake benefited off of that battle much. I think
he only would have benefited if he won.
I think he benefited seeing who's fake and who's not.
I see what you're saying. There's a lot of fake friends,
and
in
his song. He says it. He's like, I seen everybody that was back, that was like sneak dissing, and now they finally show their face.
You know what's fucking crazy? He dropped the song. I guess it was leaked, but the one where he's kind of like out in LeBron. And now they're going back. Did you hear about that?
The freestyle?
The Fighting Irish, right? So the Fighting Irish, they're saying, right? Fighting Irish, that's the team that LeBron was in high school, was the Irish. So what they're saying is that he's outing LeBron for cheating, doing two-mans, and now it's like, there's now this whole conversation or whatever the case is. My shit is this. I don't condone that shit, but I will say it's like on the other side, I also don't condone it, right? Because it's like... tight. Because it's like, and that's what I'm saying. Like right now, I think Drake needs to stay out of the media and just let shit be. But if you're LeBron, right, and that's your dog, bro, you don't show up to the. I would never show up to the I hate Bryan party. I would never do that. Right? Because like, you know what I mean? Like,
and he showed up to the stage, right?
He showed up to the stage. He's dancing. He's the song is amazing. I love this shit. And it's like, bro, like, what's up? And everybody's like, oh, it's just rap. It's just rap. And it's like,
it really isn't though. It really
isn't. Exactly. Everything is at the end of the day, either business, everything is personal. And again, like I said, you're gonna be dancing to a song that's calling me a pedophile. Yeah, I'm gonna feel some type. Like the song that they did about LeBron, where Drake had the biggest verse, and then he got the Sprite deal, and LeBron catapulted because the song was about him. And that's what I'm saying. My shit is this, right? LeBron knows what it feels like for people to criticize him, go at him, talk shit about him, and be like, oh, you're this, you're that. Bro, you know that. So why would you do that? You know what I mean?
I feel like if anything, he should have showed up but not got on stage.
I can't help
but
wonder.
Like if he's cool with both parties, I wouldn't have showed up. I would have showed up and be like, yo, Kendrick, I'm not gonna get on stage, bro.
I wouldn't have showed up. I would have been like, hey, bro, big shit you doing, a lot of love, but yeah, but I'm gonna sit this one. I'm gonna sit this one out, bro. Right? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like at the end of the day, it's like I get it, but this is real. This is real relationships as a right.
And throughout the years of hip hop, conversations like slight remarks have made wars. So what do you think? You showing up to my enemy's victory lap, right?
Right.
On stage with YG and a bunch of other motherfuckers he put on, right?
Crazy,
right?
Crazy,
crazy. Bro, like I said, bro, a lot of people show their face, and I don't blame Drake for acting how he's acting right now. Drake is feeling like he's the Roman, like he's Caesar,
right?
And everybody trying to get his spot,
bro. I don't have a problem with him talking his shit. I'm like, listen, man.
I'm happy. I'm all
and
for it.
I like it when he's just like, listen, bro, like this ain't no rap shit. Like if y'all pick the side, stay on that side. Because it's like, you know what?
Stay on that side.
I respect that shit, right? Because it's like, yo, bro, there's already too much fake shit going on
in the industry already.
Right. So it's just like, you know what I mean? And I mean, he's been doing this for a while. Even in his last project, he called out a lot of motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And I fuck with it. I'm like, listen, man, be truthful, say your shit. You know what I mean? If you don't fuck with somebody, just say it. You know what I mean? So that's cool on his part, man. But I will say, just like the lawsuit in general, now that it's an actual lawsuit, I think I don't think he should have did it. But you know what? At the end of the day, we're gonna see. Because
I agree with you. He should have did it later.
Well, even to this, and you tell me how you feel about this. And after this, we have like 2 more topics, and we'll wrap this up. But and you tell me how you feel about this, man. No matter how this goes at this point, the label is gonna hold a grudge against him now.
Mm-hmm.
So my shit is like, you're only putting yourself in a bad position. Now, if you either if you win the lawsuit or you lose the lawsuit, regardless, now UMG is just like,
bad taste.
Fuck you. You know what I mean? So, bro, it's gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I'm just like, maybe you shouldn't have done this. Again, only time will tell. Because Drake has always been the kind of guy where everybody's hating on him and he still finds a way to be the top guy. So I think he's gonna do the same thing, but it's hard because like the label's the machine, and it's like no one's bigger than the program sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like at the end of the day, that people can say what they want, but the label's still winning.
That's what I'm saying.
And yeah, maybe he should have never did this, but maybe he feels above it. I don't know. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
Personally, because as an artist, I'm excited because if Drake, one of the hottest acts in the last, maybe 20 years. If he goes indie, it's going to change the fucking platform. It's going to change the layout, the feel. Everything's going to change.
Everything's going to change. Music in general is
going to change because we got one of the biggest, to me, one of the biggest artists that has put in the work, has given us hundreds of hits. More hits than the Beatles, baby. Right?
For sure.
Like, he sued his record label. And like you said, after that, things will never be the same.
Right.
So will he go with OVO? But then OVO. See, my thing is, bro, UMG controls everything.
And
it's UMG, it's Sony, and it's Warner Music.
Right.
So he's going to have to either drop UMG and go with one of the other two. And Warner not going to take him because Warner does pop. Warner does country. You know what I'm saying? Warner does country. They ain't messing with rap.
They doing the new Post Malone shit.
They doing country. You know what I'm saying? They doing with the accent country. They doing that country. That Morgan Wallen. You know what I'm saying?
The Morgan Wallace shit.
What?
Hey, brother. Hey, like I said, we're gonna have to see where that goes. Shout outs to Drake. Like I said, still one of my favorite artists.
I wish him the best. We're gonna
watch him. I do too, bro.
I want them to have a great resolution to this.
Yeah.
And I feel like if him and UMG come into an understanding and hopefully bygones can be bygones is what I'm trying to say.
I would hope so, but again,
for his sake. But at the end of the day, once you spit in the face of the person that's you doing
bite
business
their
with,
hands if he's it's like shit. So.
But my opinion, I feel like Drake feed them.
He do. He keep the lights on in the building. Come on, man. He said it himself.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, brother. We got a few more things.
What we got?
Yeah. We don't take too much time more. But the Fox Sports lawsuit. Have you heard about that? Do you know what's going on?
Fox Sports lawsuit.
So one of the makeup artists, right, who used to work for Fox Sports, is suing them, right, because she used to work with what's his name, the one who used to be on there with Stephen A, bro, the oh my god,
one of the anchors.
Yeah, man, I can't remember what his name is. His name is Skip. Skip. Yeah, okay. Yeah. They used to do with Shannon or whatever. So
yeah,
she's suing, right, because basically what she's saying is that Skip has been trying to clap those cheeks, and that at one point he offered her $1.5 million to clap cheeks, which I think is a far-fetched ass story.
Is Shorty married?
Shorty's not married. You see what I'm saying? So this shit sounds crazy. Like when I see
it,
bro. I would say this. I seen a picture of her. I wouldn't even pay her $10. But anyways, that's why I'm thinking that's on the cap. But that's not the worst part. The worst part is that she's a little bit of a whistleblower, right? Because if anybody knows the other person who's on there, the personality of by the name of Joy Taylor, right? She basically outed her and said she only got her position because she slept with the head guy. And she's like, oh, I remember they used to come. They used to come. But they basically when she would be out for dinner, like the CEO would come, not the CEO, but the director would come over. Right. He would buy all the drinks. He would take out the company credit card, and they would always leave together. And in between that time, her and her husband got divorced, and you know what I mean? So
because she cheated.
She basically outed him to everybody.
She bought her way in.
Basically, she bought her way in.
Hey, listen, man, business is business. Hey, I ain't mad at Shorty for doing what she had to do.
Right.
It's a messed up world, man.
It's
and
a fucked up place.
Some people are gatekeepers. Okay. And she probably wasn't feeling her husband, and she probably did what she had to do. Now, in terms of this whistleblower in terms of this Shorty that you wouldn't pay $10, right? I think she bugging.
Like I said, I think she's really suing for unpaid wages. But I feel like she said, you know what, you guys trying to play games with me right now, I'm about to put you guys on blast.
I think she
this is more, and this is crazy. I've been starting to see this a lot more. I think lawsuits are more about fucking somebody's image up, than it is even about getting anything out of them or putting them in jail.
It's just making propaganda.
Right.
Like, okay, like I don't want to segue too much, but I'm gonna speed this up real quick.
Go for it. What you got?
Like. This is old news, but the whole Bill Cosby thing, right?
Yeah.
When that had happened, and I don't know the whole story. So like if there's some people that were actually affected by this man, whatever the story is, I'm sorry. Right. But he was on the brink of buying a
CBS. Yeah.
And there was a rumor that said like, Oprah had already got her own network. Mm-hmm. They didn't want another black man having his network. Mm-hmm. And I think that's messed up. But look what happened in his career after they did the lawsuits, even though we don't know what happened with it. I mean, I don't really remember.
I don't remember whatever happened. Did he end up going to jail?
I really don't
I feel like he was in jail.
I think he was in jail.
And then did he end up dying there or some shit like that? They fucked him up, bro.
But what I'm trying to say is that ruined his career.
That did.
And I feel like a lot of these things are just meant to ruin your image, like you said. They're meant to ruin all that hard work that you put in. But yeah, that's just, listen, Shorty. If Gabe wouldn't pay $10 to hit, I don't believe that nigga was trying to pay 1.5.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And
you mad about your unpaid wages? You could have just claimed that shit with the labor court. You know what I'm saying?
Another thing that I always say too is like people get upset because it's like, oh, like she slept her way to the top, and it's like, bro, let's keep it a buck. Half of the time when they bring the girls on these shows, we don't bring them on because they know what the fuck they talking about.
No.
Because they look good. This is why they're up there. Let's be real.
It is what it is.
You ever seen ESPN? Like the dudes are old fucking bald heads and the women
sexy.
Right. And it's just like, bro, come on. Like, we know what they're up there for. We know why you picked them. We know what's going on here.
They picked the legends. Why? Because people want to listen to them.
Yeah.
And then they picked the eye candy. No disrespect.
Exactly.
But this is just the world of entertainment.
That's just what it is. Like, it's always been that way. Like, let's stop trying to play the game. Like I said, if they did, it is what it is. How many coworkers don't fuck? You know what I mean? Like, everywhere you been, you always hear the story like, yo, Jane fucking Jimmy, or like, you know what I mean? Or yo, Derek and Amy were in the fucking closet. Like, yeah, like it's a lot of shit.
There's a lot of unfamous people.
And like I said, I've worked at Amazon. That shit is crazy. That shit is a fucking free for all.
Like, yo, let me back this package up. Hold on. Ain't nobody here right now.
That shit's a fucking free for all, bro. That fucking warehouse, bro. So, damn, for me, it is what it is, man.
Nah, yeah, but yeah, man, just to finalize that thought, I think it's crazy because, like, I feel like sometimes people are getting carried away a bit. Granted, if it's true, shorty, I'm sorry, but if Gabe said again he ain't paying $10, I don't believe no one's paying 1.5.
So I got a few quick fire questions, and then we're done for the day, man. Okay, Lil Baby's friend jumps in a pool, bro, right in the middle of the snow because you offered some money. How do you feel about that?
He offered him money?
Yeah.
And he jumped in the pool for his entertainment?
I think it was like 3 of them, yeah, just for his entertainment. I think that shit corny and whack.
I think, can it be called friends? Like, at that point, I wouldn't tell you to do that.
Right, I wouldn't do nothing like that to you or anybody that I hold close. Right.
Like, late night, that's another story. I love late night. I love him. But
you jumping in that pool,
crazy shit. He would do it.
Shout out to that. Hey, brother. So there's a flight attendant who actually got fired from her job because she did a TikTok video where she did a little twerk. It wasn't even nothing nasty. It wasn't even nothing crazy. Yeah, she was just like, hey, I'm a flight attendant looking nice. And then she did like a little twerk. And then it wasn't even nothing crazy. Really? I remember seeing the video.
It was like a little.
Yeah, and then she got fired for it. Like, how do you feel about that?
Did she have her uniform on?
She had a uniform on.
She's stupid. Did she have her name tag on?
Oh, yeah.
She's stupid. Like, come on, shorty. Like, change it up, do something. Like, I would have took the name tag off. I would have not shown no logos, something. I don't know. Listen, all right. I think it's a bit exaggerated, but you got to understand these airlines have a top class image.
Okay.
And I don't know. How would we feel if there was a doctor that went viral doing that, right? Like,
I mean, as long as he wasn't doing it during surgery. Imagine open heart surgery and shorty just like, hold up, wait a second, twerk.
All right, let's get back in there. Like,
and be like, what about my corazon, bitch?
Like, all right. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. There's a time and place for everything.
I get what you're saying.
I don't think work is a time and place for that shit.
I get what you're saying.
But many people get away with things.
Yeah.
I think social media has messed up people's mindsets where they believe they could get away with stuff, and shorty couldn't get away with that one. You tried it.
Hey,
got
bro.
him.
I want to ask you, so the requirements for young nigga or unk and other stuff has actually gone viral because somebody posted the so I'll read them off to you. You tell me what you think about this, right? From 13 to 24, you a young nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. From 25 to 35, you big bro.
Big bro.
Okay, right. We in the big bro category.
We big bros.
We in the big bros. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And somebody called me unk one time. That shit pissed me off. And now I clarify, I'm not an unk.
They called you unk?
Bro, yeah. But the kid was like 21 years old. This is when I was in Amazon, yeah.
But why he called you unk though?
Bro, because there was the age difference. I'm like, bro, you just came out your mom's uterus. Like, bro. I'm not old. Like, you're new.
Young.
You're new. You just came out the package,
you said it's 24 to 35 is big bro?
So 25 to 35 is big bro.
We're not even there yet.
That's what I'm saying.
We're not even 35.
We're right there.
Nah.
And then 36 to 48 is unk. Bro. That is the unk.
He called you unk and you ain't 40?
That's what I said, bro. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
We just hit.
I'm like, on neither side of the spectrums,
no.
bro. I ain't there at all.
That's crazy.
And then
OD.
And then 49 to 60 is old head pops or school.
Damn, I've been calling a lot of young niggas old heads, man. I ain't mad at them, bro. I've been calling a lot of 30-year-olds old heads.
Bro, this shit is crazy.
That's funny.
Hey, shout outs to all the old heads, man. Shout outs to all the unks, even though I ain't an unk.
We ain't no unks. Get out of here. We big, bro.
Anyways, listen, bro. We could do this shit for hours,
all day.
But we got to cut it there.
No.
Listen, please let them know where they can find you.
Yo, you can find me at Bryan Alfred Music on all social platforms. That's Bryan Alfred, like Batman Music. Put that all together. Follow me on streaming services as Bryan Alfred. Like I said, Options and Paul Maserati is out right now. And we on NHP Podcast, baby.
Yes, sir. And I'm Where's G. Don't look for me. You won't find me.
Never.
That has been No Handouts Podcast. We out.
We out. Cheers.